Она не выключена. В принципе, там нормально. Алло, Миш. Что случилось? Misha, hello. Yes. Mary, hello.
Hello.
Mary. Yes, I don't know why I can't see myself on the screen.
Okay.
Something wrong with the camera? No.
You need to turn off camera and turn it on after that.
Ah, yes, understand. Yes.
That's right.
And yes, now, yes, I see. Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine too, but it's very hot here. Is it hot in your place?
Not really normal.
Not really.
But not so really hot.
Not so real. And how many degrees above zero?
30.
30?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's very hot. It's very hot. It's even impossible. Misha, and what about the weather in Kiev? Is it really warm?
Today, no. Today it's near the 25 degrees above zero.
25 degrees. Oh, I think it's perfect, ideal weather. Well, so today we are speaking about travel, business travel, and of course traveling in your life, and we compare the reasons why we travel, why ordinary people travel, like tourists or travelers, and why business people travel. And the first question to you, how often do you travel, Mary? How often?
Now I travel very rarely.
Very rarely, yeah? Not often, yes?
Not often, yes.
Not often, yes. But some maybe years ago, earlier you traveled much. And how
maybe
did you travel?
Years.
Yes. How many years ago?
5 years.
5 years ago. Yes, 5 years ago. And how did you travel? Did you travel by bus, by train, by air?
Train, bus.
By bus, yes?
And
yes.
Train.
Yes. What kind of traveling do you know? Traveling by bus, traveling by air, yes? What are the kinds of traveling do you know?
It can be ship.
Yes, traveling by ship, you're right. Yes. Or by sea,
Car.
Yes?
Yes.
By car. Yes, good of you, by car. Can you give me as many words as it possible which can be translated as travel, поездка, and so on? Different kinds of travels. So first, travel, yes? What other words do you know?
Journey.
Journey, yes, you're right. Journey. What else? Journey. Misha, do you know any other words which are connected with travel? Travel, journey.
Trip.
Yes, really. This is trip. Yeah.
And voyage.
Yes, voyage. It's called, yeah. Voyage. Absolutely right. So business trip, journey, voyage. Yes. And if you fly by plane, we can use travel by air or travel by plane, and the tickets we buy for the flight. What is a flight? Yeah, flight. Flight has two meanings. Yeah, you know, flight by the bird and flight as the travel by air. So you travel by air, and it is called a flight. You buy tickets for the flight, reis. Right. Mary, what was the longest destination you have been on? What is the longest?
I don't know. I never
Never been. Yeah? I've never been.
never been abroad.
Ah,
So-
yes, you've never been abroad, but you have traveled much in your country. And what was the longest journey? Longest.
Maybe Lviv or Donetsk.
Uh-huh. Ah, really? Have you been in Donetsk?
Not Donetsk. I was near Donetsk.
And what was the name of the city?
My train station was Ясиновата.
Oh, yes, it's very near. It's very near. I've been to Ясиновата so many times because we have a special village cottage, dacha in Ясиновата. It's
But
very good.
my relative live in near Makeyevka.
Near Makeyevka, yes. I know all these places. It's very good and pleasant that you've been and visited some of my native places. Okay, and the next. How do you think? What are the most popular destinations for the people in our country? What are they? Maybe abroad, maybe within the country. What are the most popular destinations? Do you know the word destination, Mary?
It's like distance or not?
Just a moment. Destination. Destination. Sasha, hi. Alexander.
Yes, hi.
Oh, yes, I'm very glad to see you and to hear you.
Me too.
I haven't seen you for many days and weeks. Do you know the word destination?
Destination. I heard it somewhere.
Yes. This is what is it? The final place where you go. Yes, where you travel to.
Yes.
Yes, it may be the city, it may be the resort, a kurort, yeah? Or it may be some
We can see this
country.
word on the tableau.
Yes. We can see this word on the table in the airport. Yes, the time destinations, different destinations. For example, Warsaw, Munich, Paris. These are the places where people go to. And the question was, what are the most popular destinations for people in your countries, Mary?
In our country, it can be Kiev and Crimea was because a lot of people have a vacation in this place.
Right, where people have vacation. Not only the Crimea, I think the Carpathian Mountains as well. Yes, Azov.
But I think Crimea was more popular.
Yes, it was. It was more popular. Maybe it will be the
Maybe,
same
I hope
popular.
so.
Yeah, I hope so. Sash, and in Russia, what are the most popular destinations for people where they where they want to have rest?
I think Turkey.
Turkey, yes, Turkey. Have you been to Turkey?
No.
And Misha, have you been abroad?
Only in the 6 countries like Russia, Belarus.
Yes, the countries of the Commonwealth of Independent States. It's SNG, the Commonwealth of former USSR. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
It's called 6 countries.
Right. Okay. The next question to you. What do you like most about traveling, and what you dislike most about traveling? Mary, maybe 1 or 2 points. What do you like most about traveling?
I like To see something new.
To see something new.
Yes, and maybe sometimes to change environment.
You mean to change your environment, yes?
Yes, yes.
Which surrounds you. Yes. Sash, and what do you like the most about traveling?
About traveling, to see new places, maybe, yes, to see new country,
To see a new country.
New, how to say, national, maybe.
To see national what?
People, new national people.
You mean no, people of nationalities, yes? Of different nationalities.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Sasha, can you speak a bit louder, yeah?
Okay.
I think microphone is not very strong and not very loud. Okay. And what do you like the least, or what do you dislike the most in traveling, Mary?
I dislike sleep in
on the train.
Not my bed sheet. Bed sheet.
What bed?
Not my bed.
Not in your bed. Yes, not in your bedroom. Yeah.
And not in my bed sheet.
Yes, yes, because it's very difficult to find yourself in unknown place. Yes, with unknown in new conditions. Yes, maybe some new people around, and it's very difficult to fall asleep. Right. You don't like to sleep. Yes, to sleep.
Yes. New place.
And in a new place. Yes. Once I traveled much by train, so almost every week I went to Kiev by train, and I remember my terrible nights on the train. It was really horrible. I understand you. Yes, and you, Sash, what do you dislike most? What do you dislike most about traveling?
Traveling, okay, unusual food for me. I couldn't find food I want to eat.
Yes.
I used to eat.
Okay, you used to eat no. How to say? Just a moment, Sasha. It's very interesting. Привыкать, yes?
Yes.
Used to, and then doing something. Just.
Used to eating.
Used to eating, yes. Not used to do, because if you say, I used to eat, what does it mean? Now, for example, I used to eat much ice cream. It means that some years ago I ate ice cream very much. Not now. But if you say, I used to eating, for example, fresh vegetables every day, it means that you are accustomed, yes, to eat fresh vegetables every day. Understandable the difference?
Yes.
Yes. Привыкнуть и когда-то что-то делать. So used to doing something, or just a moment. I am used. Yes. Be used, you should say. Be used to doing something. Yeah. Be used. I'm used. Or I get used to doing something. It means I'm accustomed to something. Okay. So food. Food is very important for you. Yes. Yeah.
You used to doing what does it mean?
Привыкнуть. Привыкать. But if you say I used to do something, used to do something, it means that some years ago, or maybe many years ago, a long time ago you did something, but now you don't do it. Understandable the difference? Yes, so used to. So, two phrases, be used to doing something and used to. These two phrases have different meaning, absolutely different meaning. Mary, how can you translate? I used to live in this city.
Я
But now,
раньше жил в том городе.
yes, quite right. And I get used to sleep in my bed.
Я привык спать в моей кровати.
Yes, absolutely right. So here is the difference between. Okay. Now next, put the following in the order of importance for you. I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factors, 5 important factors in traveling and for your comfortable traveling. So the first, safety. You know this, yes? Then price. Then reliability. Understandable, yes? Speed and comfort. Should I write it? No. Sasha.
Yes.
Safety, price, reliability. Do you know reliability?
Надежность, no?
Yes, absolutely. Speed, you know this, and comfort. Comfort. Tell me, please, what is more important for you? No, not one, but give me the gradation of these factors for you. What is on the first place? What is on the second place? What is on the third place, and so on? Safety, price, reliability, speed, comfort. Sash.
What was the second word?
Price.
Price.
Yes.
What is the most important?
Yes.
Okay.
In order of importance, yeah.
I think safety, of course.
Safety is the first. Yes. The second.
The second. What is the difference between reliable and safety?
Reliability.
I think reliability
is connected with safety.
With all other things. Like
No, I mean reliability maybe that you come in time. Come in time and you.
In the second, I would get comfort.
Comfort. So safety, then comfort. Yes.
Yeah, yes, because then, it's the one. I think one thing why we
yes why we use this.
Use travel.
Travel, yes, because we want to enjoy from the beginning up to the end. Yes, right. Comfort. Then what about price?
And next will be price, maybe.
Price, yes.
But maybe it depends on pocket. Yeah. If I don't have enough money, maybe price is more important.
You can yes, you can get more economic variant. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, right. And what about speed? Is it important for you? Speed.
Speed. It's important, but it has fourth or fifth place.
Fourth of these places. So it's. I think that some destinations are far away. Yeah, and for example, Australia, we should take 24 hours to get there by planes, maybe 2 planes. We should change planes along the route and so on.
But
okay.
We have already mentioned comfort and...
Comfort.
Yes.
Yes, and sometimes comfort and speed are different things. Yes?
Yes.
Sometimes. Yes. And Mary, tell me please, what about your priorities? Safety, right?
Comfort, speed, safety, reliability, and price.
And the price on the last place, yeah. But on the first is comfort, yeah.
Yes.
Comfort. Okay. You know that many travelers, business travelers, and ordinary people, they have a lot of complaints. Complaints about the services, travel services given by air companies or some other transport companies. Do you know the word complaint? Sash?
Complain, yes.
Yeah, what is it? Complaint.
It means to express to somebody negative problem.
Yes, yes. To express the problem you have got with this company or with this service, right? Mary, you know this word, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'd like you to guess, догадаться. I give you the beginning of the complaint, and you should give me the last word. No, for example, not enough. It concerns, yeah, it concerns air flights, not only air flights, but mostly air travels. Not enough leg. Not enough leg, and you should add.
For charges.
No, not enough leg. Leg, it's connected with our parts of body.
Is it idiom?
Недостаточно чего?
Leg of maybe
Oh, I
chair.
No, chair. It's very close, Mary. It's very close. Пространство для ног.
Oh.
How to say?
Spice of place. Spice of place.
Yes. Space, leg space, or sometimes people use room, but not as a room, as you say, as you know, yeah, room, just an apartment, a part of the apartment, but room is a space, place for leg. Especially it concerns the economy class, yeah, economy class on the planes. Quite right. The second, loan, and at check-in, I am sure Sasha knows. Look, check-in. This is a complaint.
Yes. One moment. A long line at check-in.
Yes, good of you. Long line, yeah. Long line in очередь. Quite right. No, the next one is very simple. Mary, poor quality. Poor quality.
For service.
Yeah, and anything more concrete. Poor quality service. Poor quality on the board. On the board.
On the board.
На борту.
I don't know.
Poor quality food.
Food.
Yes. I think Sasha will be concerned about this. Yes. Poor quality food about. Right. Then no baggage. Give me the last word, Sash. Any ideas?
No baggage. One moment. I can say no baggage room. No baggage
No
service. maybe.
No baggage service, but it's very difficult to imagine that there is no baggage service in the airport. But sometimes people use special vehicles. They are called
Usually we have problem with finding baggage in airport. They often, not often, maybe they.
You mean it's difficult for us to find a baggage service?
No, sometimes baggage are lost.
Yes. Right. It's one of the complaints that sometimes baggage is lost during the way. But if you want to feel comfort, you can use baggage trolleys. Yeah, trolleys. And sometimes we don't find baggage trolleys. Right. And one more. Maybe you feel it. Mary, have you ever traveled by air?
No.
No, unfortunately. And Sasha, have you ever traveled by air?
Yes, I have.
Yes. What was your experience? Did you feel well?
Yes, I love flying.
You love flying, and you didn't feel any sickness? No.
No.
Okay. And there is a special sickness, and this sickness is called jet. Jet is a plane. It is translated like a plane. Yes, jet. And if you add, you know this word, Sash?
Maybe jet means plane with jet engines or jet engine. You know?
Yes, jet engine. Yes, you're right. It's stronger. But if you use jet lag, it means that you have air sickness. I have a jet lag means I am sick. Understand, Mary?
Yes, I understand.
Yes. In Russian it is called воздушная болезнь, то есть болезнь или недомогание, которое вы чувствуете, вот когда находитесь в воздухе. Okay? Next. How do you think? Why do some people get very angry on the board? Business travelers and ordinary travelers, they feel angry. They feel rage. They are not happy, but they are furious during the flight. Why? What is the main reason, Sash? How do you think?
They drink a lot. Maybe
because they drink a lot. Maybe they drink because they are afraid of something.
Yes.
They fear.
Yes. Maybe.
Yes? Maybe. Mary, what do you think?
Maybe they fear to fly.
They hate flying.
Sometimes some people fear to fly. They think that plane drop up.
Yes.
Drop down.
They can get right. They fear that they can get into air accident. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they fear. Because of the fear, people feel very angry. They are very furious sometimes. That's why not many people like traveling by air. Misha, and what about your experience? Have you traveled by air?
Could you repeat?
Have you ever traveled by air?
Yes, I have traveled by air.
Yeah. What was your impression? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's very fast.
It was fine, yeah?
Yeah.
It was rather fine. Yes. Yes. And didn't you feel sick?
No.
No. Maybe because you have very good health. Yes?
Hard to say. Maybe. I don't know. I never see the problem with other people.
With other people? Oh. But sometimes people feel very bad when they take off and land. Mary, take off.
Yes, I understand.
Летать, you know, yeah? When they take off. And when the plane lands, also it's also sometimes very inconvenient for passengers. Okay, now let's speak about business travels. Yes, a lot of people have to go on business trips to different countries, to different destinations, to different places of the world. How do you think? Why do business people travel much? Why don't they use just the internet only, video conferences and so on? Why do they travel personally? Sash?
Sorry?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Why do many business people travel much?
many people travel much.
Yes, business people. Yes, business people. Why do they have to travel?
Why do they have to travel?
Yes.
To travel for work, right?
Yes, of course. To go on business trips. Of course, not because they have vacation or holidays, but because
maybe they need to buy something or to have how to say communication.
Communicate, yes. They want to buy something, to see something personally. They want to communicate with their business partners, right?
Yes.
Mary, anything else?
I think sometimes it's important to see a person with who you have a deal.
Yes, to see a person, to speak to him individually, tete-a-tete, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes it's very important. Mary, do you think that it's enough to use the internet and some appliances, applications, I mean, like Skype and so on, to get business contacts? Is it enough?
I think it's okay, and maybe in future it will be more usually than now. But now I think more people get used to to see personally each other, and I think it's sometimes like more polite to
Yes, good of you.
see somebody.
And
Sometimes I think important some significant so
right.
person.
Yes, it's more polite. It's a kind of ethic code for the company if they send a representative to a country to pay a visit to a customer or to a partner. Right, good of you. So personal visits are very important for the company image, but it's very expensive. Of course, it's very expensive. Right. And no, so we have found the reasons why business people travel on business, on their company's affairs or company's matters. Now tell me, Sash, what are the disadvantages of business trips, of business travels? What are negative points which people have when
negative for whom?
For the people, and for the company. Maybe find one or two for people and one or two for the company.
Maybe it's good for people who travel, but it's not good for people who send this person to travel.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's not very good for both the company and their employees. Why is it good for people to travel?
Because they can how to say to relax their brain of office work.
Yes. You mean distract, yeah?
Maybe.
Distract. Отвлечься, yeah? Distract.
Yes.
Yes, so relax. No, maybe relax, maybe not, because it's very tiring experience to go anywhere. But you think that they can distract
Yes.
from their office work, from their routine.
Yes.
Yes, it's good point. Right, and why is it bad for the company?
Because company has to pay money for this trip.
Yes, for this entertainment, yeah, because
Yes.
entertainment not just taking pleasure, but it's the company's representation on the in another country, the company's image. Yes, they have to pay a lot of money for this. But I disagree with you that people or employees of the company, they just have pleasure traveling. Mary, what are the disadvantages of the work connected with constant travel?
Maybe for people who travel, sometimes it's not very comfortable because some people have a family and so have some responsibility,
Yes.
personal, and
Yes,
sometimes
right.
I think it's difficult for some people.
It's difficult because they have little kids and the families, responsibilities, and so on. And physically, is it easy, Mary?
I think different. For some people, yes, it's easy, but for some people, it's hard.
Oh, yes, for many people, it's very hard to travel constantly. Time difference, different climate, different language, a lot of difficulties. Yes, but of course, if you enjoy traveling, if you like new experiences and new people around you, of course, this job is for you. Sasha, is your work connected with traveling? As far as I remember, it was. Yes?
Not global traveling.
Local travel.
Yes.
Yeah, local travel. Yes. And how many days do your trips last? How many days?
How many days?
Yes.
Usually 1 day.
Only
day.
1 day. Okay.
1 day every day.
Yes. Only 1 day. It lasts 1 day. And Mary, have you ever gone on business trips?
No, I never business trip.
Never gone on business trips. Yes. No, so as for my experience, I often traveled on business, not on business, but on my work problems and work affairs, to the conferences, to different parts of Ukraine. But in general, yes, I agree with Sasha. It was very interesting and it was very pleasant. It was tiring, it was exhausting, right? But in general, it was very, very interesting. That's why if we compare work with traveling and work without traveling, I think many people will choose work connected with traveling. Mary, and you? Would you choose the job connected with traveling?
Oh, I think yes. For me, it's okay.
Yes, it's okay. Okay, agree or disagree? Do you agree that business travels include many dangers connected with cultural awareness? No, first of all, let's take the word awareness. Maybe you know this word. Sash, do you know? Cultural awareness. You don't know. Mary, have you met this?
Maybe
I
this
don't
is
know.
maybe is it salary? No.
No. Awareness.
When you understand
Yes.
another culture.
Right. Awareness means your knowledge, yeah, your understanding over something, of some subject. For example, cultural awareness means that you know information about this culture, about this country. And my statement was, business travels include many dangerous situations connected with cultural non-awareness, that people don't know the culture of the country. Mary, is it right? That business travels include some dangerous situations or many dangerous situations connected with cultural unawareness, that people don't know the culture of the country where they are going to.
Yes, I agree, absolutely. Because even if we have close culture, sometimes we have some misunderstanding with another country.
Yes.
I once watched English lesson about English culture, and even if you use underground, you should know some rules about it.
Yes. When you use underground, you should know some rules of behavior. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And what about dress code?
Yes,
About,
I think it's
yes, the
important
style of
too.
clothes in some countries. Yeah. About women and so on. About cuisine, кухня, cuisine of the country, and so many other things which you should know before going to the to a country. That's right. Sasha, business travels involve more new opportunities for new business and new contacts and so on, then using the internet and telephone. So business travels have more opportunities and can give you more opportunities for new business, for new contacts, than just the internet and telephoning and so on. Do you agree?
I don't know.
No, if we compare business travels and personal contacts and the internet contacts, what is more efficient? What is more effective?
I think I can't say how to say. I can't to
Judge.
Yes.
Судить.
Maybe judge.
You can't judge.
I can't get quantity.
You mean you don't know the difference between personal contacts, yes, and
No, I don't know.
internet.
I have never had business travel.
Business travels. No, so travels for concluding contracts and so on. Okay.
Yes.
Then stress level. People who travel on business, they have higher level of stress than people who just stay in the office, who have office work. Mary, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's
So people who have business travels, they have a higher level of stress, yes?
because sometimes they can some problem usually because all trip sometimes we have problem. So
Yes.
these people know about it, and I think they more I don't know how to say more приспособлены, how to say.
Adaptive, yes? They are
Yes,
more
more
adaptive. Yes, and they can find themselves more comfortable in these situations and so on. Okay, quite right. And one more. Business people try to avoid many human contacts during traveling. No, what does it mean? That business people, they have very tense work, yes? And they try to not to meet with many new people when they travel. When they travel, I mean service staff, the personnel in the hotel and so on. Sash, did you get me?
No, what was the question?
The question was, do you agree that business people try to avoid many new contacts, personal contacts during traveling, because they have enough contacts at their work?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It depends on person, not on his job.
Yes, yes. No, so if you go somewhere, you try to get contacts and to meet people in every place. I know that some business people, they are very tired that they don't want to meet anyone on their way. Just their partners, only their partners, that's all. Because they are very, very tired. Okay, but different, as you say, different people and different approaches. Okay, and the last question to you. Give me, please, no, maybe 1, 2, 3 recommendations for business people who want to travel in your country.
In my country?
Yes. No, for example, you should get as much money as it's possible. Or you should read some books about the culture of the country and the national character of our people and so on. What kind of recommendations can you give? 1, 2, 3, how many? It depends.
Let me think. Sometimes I would recommend to get clothes warmer.
Warm clothes.
To take some umbrella. Yes.
Yes.
And of course, if he is from another country, to take a camera.
Camera.
Yes.
Yes.
And I
warm
think
clothes, camera, umbrellas. Right. Good of you.
What about learning Russian?
Sorry?
What about
learning Russian language?
Then Russian?
Yes, to know Russian language.
It's not obligatory. Many people learn English, and you can just know English.
Not many, Sasha. Not many. Not many. I think that not many. Yes, it's very difficult for foreign people to stay in our countries because not many people know English, and they don't know how to get the way to find the places where they're going to. Well, Mary, and what will be your recommendation?
No, in our country, don't speak about politics in our country.
Yes, politics, yeah? Politics. Yes, don't speak about politics in the country where you are going. For example, if Russian people come to Ukraine, yes, and otherwise, on contrary. Yes, it's absolutely right, because
it can be dangerous.
It can be dangerous, right? Anything else? What about documents and
yes, I think
maybe medicine?
Really important.
Yes, very important. Is it necessary to copy your documents, or maybe it's not important to copy your passport?
And maybe save in some place in internet, like your own place, like a mail, and if it's necessary, you can print it.
Print it. Yes, print it. To print some copies. Yeah.
Yes, in some, I don't know, computer club.
Yes.
With internet.
I think it's not the problem now to have the access to the internet in the country. Yes. And what about medical care? What about?
I think we have a lot of drugstore and something like that.
Why, yes.
But
that's why
maybe
it's not dangerous. Right.
Not like India or maybe some. other countries.
I know that many people who go to India or to Egypt or to some countries, they get sicknesses. They feel not very well because of the food. Yes, and sometimes they drink not very good quality alcohol drinks. That's why they feel very bad. And returning to their country, they appear in the hospitals and so.
I watched a program about Egypt. How to say? Egypt.
Egypt, yes.
Egypt, about alcohol.
Uh-huh.
But
people,
in India, I think it's very bad with water.
Right.
People usually buy water because they can drink water in like native people who live in this.
Yes, and in the result they have some stomach problems, stomach aches.
Yes.
Yes, not very pleasant situation. So food is very important. As Sasha said, food is very important in travel, and food and drink, because it's very dangerous to have not good food, not the food you got used to. Thank you very much. I hope that this summer we are going to travel somewhere and to have a good rest. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Thank you. Mary, bye-bye. Sasha, goodbye. Misha, goodbye.
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 Goodbye.